Can I do it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been so long.
We've officially moved into a time on Earth where everything is about technology. Every tech company right now is trying to come up with a watch that not only tells you what time it is, but does irrelevant things to get you to buy it. Oh, you like watches? Well, this one can tell you what time it is in Japan and generate a basic consensus on what cumulus clouds above Iran are like.
Inventions are getting more and more ridiculous, and one of the newest inventions are ear-free headphones.
Hold on, say that again?
Inventions are getting more ridiculous?
No, after that.
I always loved you, and that's how it'll always be.
No, those are the last words you're planning on saying on your deathbed before that.
Goo goo gaga?
No, that's what you said to John Hamm last week after that.
Oh, one of the newest inventions are ear-free headphones.
Ear-free headphones? Why? For years, all headphones have had one thing in common. They go in your dang ears.
They're called Batband, and the company currently trying to distribute them stated via their Kickstarter that it makes your social lifescape compatible with your private soundscapes.
What the hell does that mean? That sounds like some San Francisco mumbo jumbo I don't understand. Give me something to put in my ear right now.
It's actually very well thought out. It's a horseshoe-shaped band of spring steel that wraps around the back of your head and has an inner lining padded for comfort and minimum sound leakage. You can also pair it to your mobile device through Bluetooth and voila Davis!
Oh.
It also has a mic built into the headphones so you can take a hands-free call. It works through bone conduction. It has 3 transducers that create sound waves that are perceived by your inner ear.
They released a Kickstarter on September 8th, and a week later the company announced they had already reached their goal of $150,000.
Because of requests from backers, they've decided to add additions to the project, such as a case for the headphones when they reach $500,000, and an app when they hit $1 million.
Wow, inventions are getting cooler and cooler. It's just too bad it looks like either an alien probe or something they slap on you when you're getting an electric chair.
Hey Will, what you got there?
Oh, just your goddamn diary. Sometimes when I'm laying in my bed at night, tossing and turning, I picture myself running through amber waves of grain fields.
Will, stop! That's a total invasion of privacy, not just as a diary owner, but as a United States citizen.
Why do you have pictures of my grandma in here?
Stop it.
It could have been worse, Bree. While many people casually started their day sipping a hot cup of coffee and posting about how the week couldn't go by any slower, the United States government announced that 21.5 million federal employees and their families were hacked in one of the worst data breaches in history.
The OPM, or Office of Personnel Management, stated that the people's privacy was breached by hackers stealing background checks, social security numbers, health information, criminal, financial, and employment histories. Among those 21.5 mil, 5.6 million fingerprint records were stolen.
What could the hackers do with all those fingerprints? Site 538.com broke it down, stating, first, they could be used to sniff out individuals operating in a foreign country under false identities. Imagine that you, an American spy, traveled to Pakistan ostensibly to work as the ambassador's dog walker. The Pakistani government grabs your fingerprints when you arrive in the country, but now, after their successful hack, they can check yours against the prints in the stolen OPM database. They find that your prints are a partial match with the prints of a contractor who worked for the U.S. Department of Defense a decade ago.
If the hack was indeed carried out by a foreign intelligence agency, as experts suggested to me that it was, the fingerprints would be extremely valuable counterintelligence material, according to Mike German from the Brennan Center for Justice's Liberty and National Security Program. And even if the hackers were run-of-the-mill civilian cyber criminals, the material could potentially be sold for big money to an interested foreign government.
Right now, China is the biggest suspect of the hack, but the U.S. government have yet to publicly accuse any nation for the attacks. My eye is on Hackistan.
Mine too. It's a terrible place to travel to in the winter.
Their flag is a keyboard.
Hey, you guys want to know what a dead body smells like? Well, stand by me, because you're about to find out.
After analyzing the hell out of rotting animal and human body parts, scientists from the University of Leuven in Belgium have discovered 5 chemical compounds distinctive to the decomposing bodies of humans to those in animals.
The molecules known as esters possess the odors of apple, pineapple, blackberries, and cherries. Excuse me, barkeep, I'll take your Fruit of the Doom cocktail, make it a double.
When a natural disaster strikes, this important discovery would greatly assist training dogs in picking up the scent of dead bodies amidst the rubble, making it easier for first aid workers to locate, ID, and remove those cadavers from the wreckage.
It also makes a murderer's task of figuring out where to hide the body super obvious. We should bury this dead body under the apple tree. Under the apple tree. Yes, yes, yes.
Researchers still have a long way to go because even though a few chemicals happen to release a fruity odor, let's not forget that a dead body still smells like rotten garbage and diarrhea sewage. It's sadness.
Amen.
You remember Rick James, the musician known for making hits such as Super Freak, Mary Jane, and Give It To Me Baby, and being made fun of on the Chappelle Show because why not? He's dead. He can't defend himself.
Well, Rick James might be rolling into his grave even deeper because an Indiana man has been showing up to banks dressed as Rick James, bitch.
He even has a sidekick who is apparently dressed as Youngblood blood priest from the 1970s movie Superfly, which is a movie my dad had on VHS when I was growing up, but I never watched it because there was too much pimping in it and I was not allowed to know about that. But now I do. Now I can watch it, Daddy. I know about pimps.
They fled from Advance America Bank in Indiana with an unknown amount of money, according to news source RTV6.
Police also currently suspect that the two men may have robbed the close-by Indiana Members Credit Union the following day. If you guys want to be smart, you should definitely stop robbing banks right now.
Yeah, quit while you're ahead. It's like gambling, except if you bust, you go to jail.
And you have to avoid getting busted on. Plus, come on guys, you couldn't come up with a more relevant costume than Rick James? Remember when Key and Peele did that sketch about the substitute teacher? Be him!
So, what do you guys think about the news today? What could we add to earphones to make them more futuristically high-tech? What could they add to watches to make them better?
Also, are you familiar with our website, For Human Peoples? Go to them to get your quality merchandise inspired by your favorite pop culture icons.
Check out some of these quality, vibrant leggings and change your world. Head on over to forhumanpeoples.com now to pick up your pair today.
Use the coupon code SourceFed for a one-time 10% off discount on your order. I'm William Haynes.
And I'm Bree Esrig.
One in the back is gonna get a blue shell, and they're gonna rock your world, big boy.
So I feel like having something like a fleshlight or a dildo.
6 million Sorry, I just had to swallow.